how to scale one arm push-ups. So let me show you one rep, then we'll talk about purpose, and then we'll talk about like the points of performance and how that will translate to different scaling options. So one arm push-up is exactly what it's down, go down and up. Very challenging movement, lots of strength. As you see there on those reps, my capacity is good, but it's definitely like not super good. What we would like any other push-up is eventually make it like a very dynamic plank. So right now, because of balance and lack of strength in one arm, I have to compensate by rotating my arm, my body torso a little bit so that the shoulder can rotate a little bit more to be in an advantageous position, and by widening my feet. That's a part of the progression. With time, I'll be able to just tighten everything a little bit, right? So the purpose of the one arm push-up is the same as the normal push-up. Is that a dynamic plank in which like I'm favoring just one joint, just one arm. And so the ways to assist this or to scale this are very simple. So one, if you don't have any access to like anything, you just have the floor, the easiest way is by using both arms but favoring one arm, right? Like, so I can be here and I can favor that arm by being very outside here, or like more to the side, go on my fingers, whatever I want. But if I'm just here, this arm is gonna be working more, right? And so that's one option. If I raise and put this on my fingers here, I'm gonna be favoring this arm even more, right? So that's one easy way. The other way is to do an elevated push-up, right? So I have here my rack, and I'll come down and up. Which one is better? It totally depends on what you have, the equipment that you have at hand, and so on. Elevating, just like elevated push-ups with two arms, it will allow you to have more range of motion, right? Like, so I'm gonna be able to bring chest to the ground without compensations, right? Because you can't handle how much assistance you really give, and so I can be very tight and so on. But both ways will like help you developing the strength for a one arm push-up, right? Like, so I will combine both. Yeah, that is pretty much it. In terms of scaling options, you could also go one arm on your knees, totally valid option there too. It's hard just because you're super narrow, so you don't have that wide feet that allows you to have less balance, and so that allows you to have to be more balanced. And so when you're just on your knees, it will be extremely hard just because of that, so be aware of that. Points of performance though, the tendency, especially here on the rack, but also on the ground, is that the shoulder is gonna really come out. And that's totally fine in a push-up, but if what we're looking for is to develop a little bit better shoulder mechanics and more arm strength, better to keep that elbow in, right? So I will be aware of that, and I will be aware of where my the head of this bone is with respect to my scapula, right? Like I don't want it super loose, right? I want to have some tightness there. That is it. One arm push-ups.